Alright, now welcome to Let's Play Primordia. This is one I've been looking forward to for a while. In fact, I intended to do Resonance, which was Wadjet's last game, but for whatever reason I never got around to Let's Playing that. In fact, I haven't played the game yet because I want to Let's Play blind. But this just came out on the 5th of December, it is now the 9th, so I'm a few days late, but what can you do? So, let's get this game started, shall we? Little butterfly. I'll be quiet for this. Ooh. Well, relatively quiet. Oh dear.
Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
Now this is interesting. Crispin.
There's no time for that.
Okay, it's not letting me do anything. Ooh. Let's save first. Prim 01. Presume that's saved. Yes, it has. Back now. Alright, well, I guess we should go down the hatch.
There's no time for that.
No, it's not letting me examine anything else, so down the hatch we go. Ooh.
There's no time for that.
No, it's not letting me examine anything, so straight to the exits, I guess. Recharge station? What is all of this? I tell you, the style of this is incredible.
Boss?
That's not right. That shouldn't happen.
Crispin, get behind me. Who
What?
are you and what do you want? Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there.
What on earth?
This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Ow! That's not good. Ooh. That's not a good start.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Ugh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship, and then he said plunder, again, and then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running. I told you it needed to be repaired.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will in a maglev unit.
With that guilt...
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Ooh. Sorry about that, I accidentally clicked and skipped a bit of text there. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Crispin. Oh? So...
Crispin Horatio build. Version 1. He'll be version 2 once I put some arms on him. He's my best and only friend.
Crispin Horatio built. Horatio being his name, so Horatio build is a kind of surname, so... Yeah, I see how that works. Okay, we've got the turbine here, the tail wing here. A robot?
Broken robot I dragged out of the junk pile. I salvaged the sarcasm coprocessor from it for Crispin.
Yeah, it works great.
See, that was sarcasm, but it wasn't sarcasm because it clearly does work great because he's a sarcastic little thing. Ooh.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball.
No gumballs for you. Okay, just looks to be the turbine, the tail wing, the robot head. So let's pick up this data pouch.
I must have dropped my data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Facade. Its memory got wiped. Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Ooh. Ah, I've got access to do two new things here, data and map. Okay. So you just click between the two things. What the? That's good to know. Let's see this. Spark plug, a switch, and a socket.
It's the generator's ignition switch.
Yep, I'd figured that much.
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working.
Silly Crispin. Grease.
Some very sticky grease.
Cable, can I get that?
A sturdy cable.
I can. How about... Ooh, a conduit. Conduit. I need that, I think.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit.
I think I need that for the generator? I don't know. Inventory.
That's never going to work.
Nope, fair enough.
Futile.
Fair enough. Could I use it in the socket?
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Ah, so I need 5 of these things then. Alright. Can I go up into the ship? I can. Ooh, another one.
Gordium conduit. There's no way I can reach that.
Fair enough. Let's examine
What was
it.
I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
Yeah. I was wondering the same thing.
What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
I have no idea. So if you heard that, that was just an email. Alright, exit over here. Leads inside, maybe? Ah, it leads to the top.
An old captain's chair. I moved it here from navigation.
It's a nice chair. I want that chair. Clouds.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
I don't like the sound of that.
Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
He's certainly the optimist, isn't he?
A large observational telescope.
Let's see if we can use
Without
it.
power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
Oh, I wanted to use
It's
a
too dark
telescope.
to see the ladder rungs.
Ah, so it can't go back into the ship without power. Fair enough. I don't see any more of those conduits. I'm going to go over here, which I think will lead to... Yes, it does. Doesn't appear to be any here. Alright, I guess I'm going to go to the junkyard. Let's see if he's got anything to say.
No, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
I've got a feeling that's going to be a bit of a hint system. Really?
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
Oh, that's mean.
Endless junk.
A broken robot?
Looks like an old P2. Or is it a P3?
No, it's a Celeron.
There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there.
Ooh, can I get it
can't
out?
reach the conduit.
Can I get it out with the cable, maybe?
It's a cable, not a lasso.
Fair enough. Alright, anything on the signal
If that
light?
red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
See, now I want to try to turn that light off.
Endless junk.
There's a lockbox here, let's check it out.
It's locked tight.
Well, it is a lockbox. I suppose that's all you can expect.
I can't see anything to do with it.
You know, boss, I spend hours looking through junk. Maybe you could spend a little more time in the junk pile yourself?
Nope, that sounds like hard work, I'm afraid. Now, there's nothing back out here. There's no exit anywhere. Ah, can I send Crispin in there?
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose.
There we go. Nice.
That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Don't worry, I'll give you hands.
There's no time for that. Better just to leave it alone.
Oh, I can go in the train.
It's locked tight.
I can't go in the train.
It's just scrap.
Alright, so how many things do I have? I've got 3. It's not quite enough.
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
So I need 2 more. Where can I go though? There are only 2 places on the map.
The data pouch is registered to me.
That's good.
The data pouch is The data pouch.
Not entirely sure what these buttons do. Alright, there doesn't seem to be much I can do here.
I picked it clean years ago.
So I guess I'm going to head back to the unique. I need more conduits, but where on earth am I going to get them from? I don't see any... anywhere. Hose?
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Alright, let's check up this ladder again. There must be one somewhere up here. Well, there must be 2 somewhere up here. wonder if I can send Crispin up there.
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges?
Well, that too.
Alright, so is there anything in this lantern?
A reliable electric lantern that I cobbled together years ago.
Fair enough. I'm gonna see if I can use them on this large lantern.
That's way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
No, I don't. Alright, let's see. So I don't have any more conduits yet. And there's... Ah! I've got a lantern. I can go down there now. Nice. This is rather eerie. I'm going to save here. I suspect bad things.
The control pad for the deck access ladder.
Sheet metal?
That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
Probably literally, I imagine. Books.
Bedtime reading.
Gospel? What is that?
It's the Gospel of Man.
Ooh. Intriguing.
I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Yeah, especially life like this. Let's see if we can take this gospel.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
Alright, let's see if we can examine it, get some more information. Ooh, an actual book. Now, I'm in two minds as to whether to read this out or not, but... In fact, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to read it myself, and you can pause to read it if you see fit. Ooh. Alright, I'm liking this. So with both his hands, man built a body of steel in his own image. And with his right hand, he gave logic and memory. Hang on. And with his right hand, he gave logic and memory he gave with his left. Then man said, "Now I will quicken this machine with the spark of power, and together we shall walk upon the earth." And it was done. Thus spun the world and grew the code and multiplied the living machines and slowly passed the primordium. Who can count the versions and generations that marked that age? In time, the old builder looked upon the many things he had built, the sky roads and mighty towers, and above all upon the living machines. Weary with his labour, man sat himself beside the robots and said unto them, "For you, my children, I spoke the word and fired the engine of the world. For you I wrote the code, and to you I gave logic and memory." Then man the old builder stood and took the machines in his hands and guided them to a great mountain top. Together they looked upon the world in its beauty. All this was made for you, and now unto you all this is given. Keep it, tend it, and make it flourish. And the old builder fell silent and passed from the world, and so ended the primordium. What's that meant to say? T? Ah, it's a W. We are lesser machines built by those built by man. Ah, I see. So they're sort of second generation machines. As we are but humble images of the All-Builder, so he is the perfection of our forms, a machine of unbreakable form, endless memory, and absolute logic. For this we revere him, and speak the word, and keep the code, and tend to the world he gave to us.
I've read enough.
Ooh. I hope more of that opens up as you go through the game, because that's quite nice to read. Alright, examine the bed.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
Okay.
This is no time for a nap.
I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Boss, were you checking out my bottom?
Of course he was. You've got a nice bottom. Can I use the console?
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
Exactly. Now I want to go back down there. Go through here.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
Ah. That's not good. So basically a game came down here for the gospel. Alright, doesn't appear to be anything else down here. Let's...
Ooh, spooky.
What? What's spooky? Shut up, you.
Good old Crispin.
Hey, boss, what about trying to open that lockbox I found earlier today? Maybe someone buried treasure in it.
See, that's a hint to go back to the scrapyard place and try to open that drop box. Ah, can I use him on it? He might be able to open it. Yes. Down the ladder. In fact, I could have just done this. Alright. Use Crispin on the lockbox.
Yep, that's the one I found.
Okay, that doesn't help me. What? Oh no, no, no. Please don't tell me those conduits are there all along. They were not there. No,
It's three pieces of Gordium conduit.
3 pieces?
Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Oh, well that's handy. I've got 5 now. They weren't there before. No, they were not. Were they? Oh, I really hope they weren't. Oh, jeez. Oh well. Alright, back to the unique while I have a sip of cola. And now I'm going to shove the conduits into the socket.
It won't work until they're locked together.
Okay, I'm not going to shove them into the socket. Plasma torch.
Time for a little welding.
Yes.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Yes, indeed. Is that the conduit? Yes, it is. Let's shove it into the hole. Yeah. That looked nothing like that. Oh well. Oh dear. That's not good. That's very much not good. Okay. I've just switched over to desktop mode recording so you can see this error here. Okay, one moment.